Lucas. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another weekend of hockey here in Anchorage, Alaska. We are live at the Kelly Connect, Alaska Business Solutions, McDonald's, Skittles, Lucas Oil Ice Arena in South Anchorage, Alaska, where it is cold this morning. It's in the teens. And I'm not awake. Not even close. Got a little scrimmage this morning against the All-Stars 16U girls. Tough competitors out here. It's a no-checking game, but it's still going to be a challenging game for our 14U boys. These girls are not one to be messed with. Excuse me. We got another one later this evening. Early morning. This feels early. I had to wake up before 10 a.m., so it's early. This being a scrimmage game this evening, it's the last game on the schedule for the season, at least until we go out to LA, and then we have state when we come back from that. So league game this evening is against Blue Devils. That'll be exciting. It's time we beat them. We haven't beat them yet, but we've come very close, and I think we're going to see a victory there very near future. It's got to happen. Hopefully it's today. We got netting to deal with over here on the red rink at the Kelly Connect Ice Rink. So hopefully it doesn't focus on that too much. We got pillars up here and all kinds of stuff getting our visuals. Out on the ice, we're going to start off with McLaughlin, Morales, Baxter up front. We got Dotson and Jordan Anderson back on defense. That face-off went to the girls initially, back to the boys here. Oilers dumped that one in from Jordan Anderson, goes down in deep. Baxter chases down to the far corner, up the boards at the half wall, battling as Dotson. Dotson trying to get that one back up to Deke. Deke has it. Deke hands it off to Morales. Morales looking to send one towards the net, but blocked by the girls. He's going to pick up his own pass shot there and get it off to McLaughlin. Goes up high. Girls are on the breakout right now as they go out to center ice. Up through the middle. And Jordan Anderson stirring things up and batting that right back the other direction. It's going to go all the way for icing, but that's going to allow the boys to get a change. This will be a defensive zone face-off for us as the girls see this end of the ice for the first time. 14-17 remains in this first period. I think we only had an hour today, but maybe it's an hour 15, so we got a stop clock going on. Girls win the face-off to the rear, up to the defense. Send that one down in deep into the near corner. Girls maintain possession in the near corner. Send this one up and out. It may go for icing, and it does. Hunter, Brownworth, and Maddie, that line is out there right now. And Altenberg and Carroll are back on defense. Still a scoreless game here in the first with 14 minutes and 1 second to go. Maddie with the face-off. Face-off one of the girls. Defense sends it down, but not very low. Centering pass goes right to the stick of Carroll. Carroll sends it up to Brownworth. Brownworth through center ice. Chipping it off the boards back to himself, trying to maintain possession of this one as he battles down in the near corner. Hunter comes in to help out. Puck goes up the boards and girls get this one out. Maddie chases it down and steals it away. Maddie wide pass over to Brownworth. Brownworth gains his zone. He looks, he shoots, and that might have been our first shot on goal of the game on either side as the goalie makes a save and covers it up, and we'll take an offensive zone face-off. Erstrom's out there along with Postma and Eli Anderson. Anderson has this one, shoots! And another kick save by the goalie over into the near boards. This one goes out. All-Stars bat that one out of the zone. And this one will not go for icing as Jordan Anderson's forced to play that when he's got Dotson on his right-hand side. Sent this one up, might have been for Postma, but it's actually going to go all the way down for icing as I think he just misread where Postma was going to go. Or slipped on the pass, I don't know. 13:03 left in the first. Scoreless game thus far. Oilers versus All-Stars girls 16U. Erstrom tries to win that face-off. It went a little back and forth, but Dotson's going to hand it up forward to Postma. Postma gains his own. He's got Eli Anderson on his left-hand side. He gets taken out down in the far corner. Puck goes behind the net. Erstrom to pick that one up. Girls get there first. Girls go to send it out, but blocked by Postma, and then it goes up the boards to the half wall. Erstrom's going to grab that one. Erstrom over to Jordan Anderson. Anderson dumps it down in deep, wraps up and around the boards. Fresh legs on the ice as McLaughlin trying to step up to that one. Dotson to hold. Dotson trying to get it back, send it back down in. McLaughlin gets a handle of it. He's trailed by Morales, and he's got Anderson on his left as he shoots up high. Goalie makes a save. Puck down in the far corner. McLaughlin and Morales are battling down there in that far corner against two All-Star girls. Looks like Morales came up with it briefly, but it's a lot of back and forth. On the stick, McLaughlin shot, saved by the goalie. All-Stars kick that rebound up high. Shot from the point from Dotson gets blocked and steered aside down the far corner. Morales once again going back and forth. A lot of back and forth the girls here as they transition and try to get that one out, and they do. As we go back on the defense, they cut up through center ice, trying to get past Jordan Anderson, but he's heavily defending this young lady as she marches on in the zone, forcing her out wide. Puck went back behind the net to the far corner and up the far boards. Handed off to her defenseman, and McLaughlin just steals that one away, gets out of the zone as he chases it down with a vengeance. Girls steal that one back as it was a 2-on-1 in the All-Stars' favor. Back on the defense. Altenberg and Carroll are back on the ice as they go D-to-D passes, get up to McLaughlin with the help of Morales. They gain the zone. McLaughlin and Morales are headed off as a change as they sent that puck down in deep with 11 minutes to go in this first period scoreless game. Out to center ice, Maddie fresh legs on the ice along with Brown. Brown gets taken out right at the center circle. As the girls technically had too many men there, or too many ladies, as it may be, while they were in the midst of their change and playing the puck, but no call on the play. Altenberg gets that one from Carroll. Altenberg rather, sent it up to Maddie. Maddie, puck back behind the net. Brown goes to pick up some loose change, but the girls get there first as it's wrapped up and around the boards. Hunter to hold. Hunter curling back in, and it just squirts out to center ice, forcing us to regroup as that puck was Carroll to Altenberg up to Maddie. Maddie gains his own, cut back, sends it up high to Altenberg. Altenberg shoots. Brown was trying to get a tip on that as it went between the legs of one of the All-Stars girls who blocked it. Up the far boards, Carroll attempts to hold, but the puck squirts out to center ice where Maddie recollects things as he's trying to build some time and space, finds the skate of Brownworth, unable to get it to his stick, and it goes back into the zone where Maddie battles at the half wall. It ends up with Altenberg, who's going to go off rapidly while that front line gets a change, and Altenberg shoots, and off the post, just ringing the doorbell, and the goalie's right-hand side. That's a blocker side. Erstrom fresh out on the ice, along with Postma and Joran Anderson. Hunter remains at 9:36 to go in this first period, still 0-0. Puck behind the net, up front. Hunter shoots, and it just goes wide. He can't believe it as he stared at the ice below, wondering if it had a little ski jump built into it. All-Stars are going to ice this one, and we're going to get the remainder of our change and get an offensive zone faceoff with 9:17 to go in this first period. Still goose eggs up on the board. I got to turn on Do Not Disturb. Not airplane mode. Not going to do that. Only make that mistake once. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Through center ice it goes. All-Stars attempting to gain the zone. They do. They shot, and it goes in. First shot of the game on the glove side. Seppi there and just beat him as it went post to post and in on their first shot of the game. That is a tough position to be in. I can't emphasize that enough. When you go 6 minutes straight, we're at 9 minutes even left in this first period. When you go 6 minutes straight like that on a cold goalie, that's the first shot he sees. That's tough. It really is. I know Seppi will say, no excuses. But there's a breakdown in defense there, and we just let that one happen. Shot by Erstrom just wide as the goalie steers its side over to the near corner. Eli Anderson's trying to get on that one. He's joined out there by Postma and obviously Erstrom. Dotson's back here on defense with Jordan Anderson as the girls gain the zone. And what is now a 0-1 game, the All-Stars in the lead. McLaughlin sends this one out. Deflection off the boards just to get it out of the zone. Girls pick it up. Harassed by Dotson as he steals that one away. McLaughlin right there to get it back. Morales backing him up, and that's the stick it ends up on as he sends it high but not out. Girls to hold, send it down in to the high half wall where Morales sends it out to center ice for the boys to chase down. All-Stars defense have it right now as they make some D-to-D passes. McLaughlin steals it away, brings it in. Shot, save, rebound. Opportunity was there, but the girls pick it up. Morales steals it away as he sends it back down in deep. Eli Anderson chases this one down behind the net. The girls wrap it around the far boards. As we go back in the defense, McLaughlin threw a stick at it trying to get it. Then the girls will ice this one, so we'll take an offensive zone faceoff with 7:27 remaining in this first period. And fresh legs, not quite fresh legs, but we do have McLaughlin, Morales, and Baxter out there. Altenberg and Carroll back on defense. Should we go with the touch of zoom? Kind of like a touch of gray. Yeah, shot from Morales right off the face-off. Goalie steers that one aside and up the near boards. Girls have this one transitioning through center ice, gain the zone, and what it looked like offside, but referee calls it, or linesman, referee, we only have two. Called onside nonetheless as it comes out to center ice. Girls reconvene, send it up. Making good passes are the All-Stars this morning. Altenberg blocks that one, pushes outside, saved by Otto, as I think he just got a leg pad on that. Oilers defense steer it out. Puck up the boards to All-Stars defense, who sent it back down and deep. Once again, puck back behind the net. All-Stars are going to get there first, but Carroll swings a stick at it, gets it up to Baxter on the boards. Baxter trying to get it out. That one might have been on net. Saved by Otto, we'll call it, as Baxter has it back behind the net, sends it to Morales. Morales sends it up high and out, but the All-Stars are able to collect that one. Baxter's challenge, trying to get that puck back. Is this the one where I can't remember. Baxter's up, that's going to be offside. I have coffee. Thank you very much. Everyone's so kind to me. I do have coffee. I just haven't consumed all of it yet. Oh, geez, I'm dripping on myself now. Now I smell like coffee. Where were we? Yeah, there's a Baxter there, right there, number 44. So we got 2 Baxters out there. I believe that would be the older sister of 85 Deke Baxter. We have 44 Baxter out there as well. That's always fun. So I was wondering why Deke was out there with a vengeance. That Baxter tried to send it in, but it went right to the stick of Matty, who gains his zone. He's got Hunter on his right. Shot and a stick save, which went up into the netting, stopping play there. I think we're nearing 8, 9 shots, somewhere in there is a guesstimate on their goalie. Seppi's probably seen about 3 or 4 at this point. Matty Brownworth and Hunter out there. Jordan Anderson in back along with Dotson. That puck goes down the far corner. All-Stars trying to send it up and out. Dotson gets a stick on it. Gets back to Hunter. Shot! And a glove save by the goalie. What a snappy shot there by Merrick Hunter. His puck possession has been phenomenal lately. Really coming along. I think I mentioned it before, but just a couple of years ago, he was a house player. Kind of almost new to the sport, and to come into a 14U season like this is really incredible. We got a high stick as a call. I guess it was played with the high stick. I must have missed it as I was mumbling along there, but did Brownworth tap that out of the air with the high stick? I don't know. I'm not getting any feedback. Silent co-host just showed up. Don't know where she was. Up high, All-Stars defense is ended back down and low. All-Stars to chase it down, back behind our net. Matty gets this one. Matty cuts past the All-Stars player, sends it wide to Hunter as he is calling for it verbally, not with the stick. And another shot from Hunter. Sends that up and around the boards. Jordan Anderson has it right now. Sends it back low to Hunter. Hunter shot. Another save by the goalie. Puck back behind the net. Matty's chased this one down. Brownworth sticks that away, gets it down deep. Hunter's going to grab it back behind the net as Brownworth heads off on a change. Matty has possession right now. He sends it up high, but to the middle where nobody was, but Jordan Anderson's going to recollect it out center ice. D-to-D pass with Dotson. Anderson sends it up to Hunter. Hunter gains his own. Getting shoved all over the place by the girls there. On a quick, snappy rebound by Eli Anderson as Hunter just kind of left in front of the net for him. Maybe with the help of an All-Stars girl. D-to-D pass from Carroll to Altenberg. Altenberg up to Anderson. Anderson gains his own with the full line change now. Erstrom's out there along with Postma. Erstrom has it behind the net. It looked like he's going to try the old Michigan move there. Eli Anderson picks it up from behind the net. Up to Postma. Postma, quick one-timer. Just didn't have quite the mustard on it as it went off the heel of his stick over the far boards. The All-Stars get it as they transition to offense here. Carroll smacks that one away, but only briefly. Altenberg forced to come into play that one, and a hard angle shot is easily saved by Otto. He makes it look easy, that is. Carroll picks it up back behind the net. He goes to the near boards. Anderson's battling with the All-Star girls. And Altenberg came in to help out. Another quick shot by the All-Stars up close and personal. Another one goes behind the net. So the first one was saved. Second one went behind the net. May have been a deflection as it wraps up and around the boards. All-Stars continue to maintain possession until Erstrom steals it, sends it up, but not out. Back onto the stick of Carroll. Sends it to Erstrom, who does tip it out. And Postma comes in to help out, trying to get it back to one of his teammates. Goes to Altenberg, up to Erstrom. Erstrom to the All-Stars players, as All-Stars are working them over in center ice here. Sent in where Carroll slows things up. Otto settles it down, hands it back to Carroll. Carroll to Eli Anderson, to Erstrom, back to Anderson. Anderson through center ice, walks through the entire All-Stars team, and it was called offsides. Two minutes and 56 seconds left in this first period in a 0-1 game where the All-Stars are in the lead. Laughlin, Morales, and Deke Baxter out there. It looks like we may have a sister Baxter out there as well right now. All-Stars 44, so keep an eye on 85 Oilers and 44 in red down there. Could get brutal. Quick shot from the very high slot up by the blue line was McLaughlin. And a snappy save by the All-Stars goalie. All-Stars on a slow change so they can get some wind back in their sails. 2:40 to go in this first period. We got McLaughlin, Morales, and Baxter up front. Jordan Anderson, Dotson back on defense. Puck back behind the net over to the near corners. All-Stars send it up the boards. And then this one comes all the way out to Dotson at center ice, sends it over to Baxter. Baxter looks to gain the zone, but it was a blocked entry, and the puck goes high and into the All-Stars bench. So we'll get a fresh face-off down on the dot, an offensive zone face-off. Of course it's on a dot. Where else would they put it? On the blue line? I don't know. Seemed to change a lot of the rules in hockey last night at the varsity game. Anybody there? I know there's a certain defenseman. Won't mention any names, but his initials are number 93, Emmett Dotson. We'll talk about that later. Maybe we won't talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. 85, Baxter down there low in the corner. Gets to the McLaughlin shot, and a snappy save and a rebound attempt was blocked over the near corner. McLaughlin has it. He gets pressured by a couple of girls there. Morales comes in to help out. He sends it up to the slot to Baxter. Baxter shoots, and a quick save by the goalie. We're definitely in double digits on that goalie now. Probably 15 shots on goal. See if we can find the Godfather here at intermission. I don't know if we will or not. Service beat Chugiak last night in a buzzer beater game. Very strange game. Shot from Oldberg, mishandled by the goalie. Initial save, but then loose puck, and she was able to grab it. Oh, thank you for that. We got Eli's sister in net. So we got a couple of Baxters and a couple of Andersons out there. I forgot about that. Thanks for that reminder. I knew that too. My apologies. We got a couple of sibling rivalries in this game. That makes it even more fun. Especially the brother-sister combo. Older sisters, younger brothers. Oof to me. Down to 93 seconds. I'm going to say it. Service deserved to win that game last night. Yeah, my oldest plays on Chugiak. They just didn't do a very good job. We got Brownworth, Maddie, and Hunter out there. That's your line right now. As that puck exits the zone, Maddie's working to get it back. Brownworth comes in, steals it away. As he cuts and curls, he gets it past the girl initially, then steals it right on back. He's trying to maintain possession. There's a whole lot of stick lifting back and forth. It goes back to the twig of Carroll, who says, let me show you how offense is done. And he shoots, and that was blocked, and it goes up high into the far corner. All-Stars trying to get it out, but Brownworth intercepts, and a shot, and a save by the goalie. 62 seconds, 0-1. All-Stars trailing, or correction, Oilers trailing. My brain was on my oldest. He played for the All-Stars at one point. Oh, out of focus, I'm understanding. Thank you for that feedback. Could be the netting. I have one bar. Hunter was trying to walk that up the slot. Hopefully the quality is better in the recorded version. I know it's a bummer for you viewing live right now, and that's important, but also important is for the boys to be able to learn from these videos. So that's why I make that statement. Anywho, see what I can do during intermission, as we only have 30 seconds to remain in this first period in a 0-1 game. Long pass up to Brownworth from Jordan Anderson, and he hands it off to Maddie. Maddie walks this one all the way in the offensive zone, back behind the net. Goes back and forth with Hunter as they battle with only 17 seconds here. Up front, Dotson from up high, shot was blocked by the All-Stars, and we're getting a penalty on the girls for a high stick. So that, rather than being played with a high stick, or correction, yeah, it's on the girls. Oh, the Godfather's in the box, I just realized. So that one, the stick went into the upper body, could have been all the way into the face mask or head of a Oilers player. So the All-Stars young lady gets to go sit in the box. And as we take an offensive zone face-off, just seconds left. That one to the Oilers, over to Dotson. Dotson sends it down and low. And this is pretty much going to wrap up the period. We got a minute and 50 of power play action to start off our second period. And let's see, we need to go here. Not airplane mode.